Tonight, the opening contest of 2020.
Hello, Iowa!
Iowa! It's Freaking Caucus Day!
It's always exciting to be in Iowa.
Hundreds of thausands of voters.
Sounds like to me that Iowa's ready.
The decision is going to begin right here in Iowa.
After months and months of campaigning.
If the turnout is high, we're going to win.
The first votes are about to be cast in the 2020 Iowa caucus.
Come on, you gotta love that graphic. I'm really excited that we took months getting that Iowa caucus thing on the White House South Lawn. I swear to God. Anyway, music says it all. Opening day of the 2020 presidential season. I am Chuck Todd, coming to you live from Java Joe's in Des Moines, Iowa, kicking off MSNBC's special coverage of the first in the nation presidential contest, the Iowa caucus, as the battle for the Democratic nomination for president officially gets underway. And as we come on the air tonight, Senators Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Amy Klobuchar are all Iowa-bound again from Washington, where the impeachment trial has adjourned for the day. On the Senate floor right now, senators have begun delivering speeches previewing how they might vote later this week. Moments ago on the Senate floor, West Virginia Democratic Senator Joe Manchin formally called for a censure of the president. The results of that impeachment vote in Washington are not in doubt. The results tonight here in Iowa are a totally different wild card. What binds them both together? It's a focus on Joe Biden. And tonight, perhaps no one has more at stake than he does. A first-place finish puts him in the driver's seat for this Democratic nomination. A poor showing, on the other hand, could actually end his political career. The Sanders campaign is setting high expectations tonight, which could set off some alarm bells inside the Democratic establishment. Don't count out Elizabeth Warren, Pete Buttigieg, or even Amy Klobuchar here in Iowa. All of them have put a lot of effort here. They're hoping a big turnout and big operations help them tonight. And speaking of turnout, the expectation is that it will be massive. Democrats are preparing for a night that could break the party's big record in 2008 that was driven by Barack Obama then, when nearly 240,000 Iowans participated, making the caucuses feel like a primary that night. Caucus goers will be spread out more than 1,600 precinct locations, including a number of these satellite caucuses outside of Iowa that are actually taking place already. Who will win is, of course, the big question, but the answer may look a bit more complicated this time around. In addition to a change in some of the caucus rules, Iowa Democrats are going to be releasing 3 sets of results. But, folks, there's really only one winner. The winner is ultimately determined by what is called state delegate equivalence, because amassing delegates is how you win this nomination. Raw vote is sort of like the popular vote in a general election. Maybe it's bragging rights, but it's basically a statistic. Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Beat the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.